show y'all something here. 200.2 pounds. So 200.2 pounds, that is a new low weigh-in. Obliques are coming in sharp. Look at that. I'm gonna be honest, I actually weighed myself before that weigh-in. I just want to record this one time. And I read 200. So see, it's not always accurate, but I did weigh myself the other time 3 times, and it read 200 all 3 times. So really, I've lost about a pound. So I went from 201 down to 200. And today is Saturday. Down a pound in about a week, which is the goal. 1 pound to 1.5 pounds a week, which is perfect. It is the perfect rate to lose weight every week to retain as much muscle mass as we can. Like I said, my obliques really coming in. Legs always get super shredded first. So here are the legs, as you can see. As you can see, you're starting to see some nice striations there in the legs. That's that I haven't even shaved. So yeah, these are going according to plan, I'd say. So as y'all can see here, leveled up shredding 2.0. We're gonna go ahead and mark this one down here. Today's date 123, weighed in at a low of 200 pounds. Alright, so I just picked this up. This is gonna be absolutely clutch for the French toast. Today is a refeed day, so you bet I'm gonna have French toast for breakfast. I'm gonna have 6 slices of French toast because I'm able to have about a little over 500 carbs, or maybe like 550 carbs. I need to look back at my refeed, but the 7th day on the diet, and I have nothing bad to say about that. We're going to make some French toast on this new pan here. Nice and fluffy, just how we like them. Only the egg whites, everybody. Only the egg whites, so that there is no fat involved in this process. Well, actually, there's a little bit of fat, but hardly anything. I mean, you're probably looking at like 3 grams of fat in this entire recipe here, but yo, check out this view from when I wash my dishes. Or even just from like the actual main dining table, I get this view. So yeah, that's actually there as I'm like literally standing here, and you know, I wash dishes and stuff, so like I got that view. Like I cannot complain, y'all, when it comes to like nature and beauty and all that fun stuff. So that's beautiful to me, y'all. Anyway, that's what I get to see as I'm doing this, as I'm dining. So I really can't complain, everybody. I really can't complain. Alright, y'all, so here is my pre-workout meal. It is actually the first meal of the day, and it is 6 slices of French toast, the internet's favorite recipe, the internet's favorite anabolic recipe, right? And so you might be asking, hey Daniel, why are you having 6 slices of French toast while on prep? Well, aside from the fact that this is very low calorie for the food that it is, it's only 1,000 calories. And today, additional to that, today is my refeed day. So I am able to have 570 carbs. Today's macros are 240 protein, 570 carb, and 82 fat. So am I complaining? Absolutely not. I have no complaints whatsoever. I'm going to enjoy today's refeed day, kicking it off with 6 slices of French toast. In addition to the 6 slices of French toast, I have 550 grams of just egg whites and 100 grams of blueberries stacked on top, and a little bit of Walden Farms syrup. So really not a whole lot of calories added to that syrup at all because it's Walden Farms. I've got the morning cup of coffee here. And yeah, after this, I'm gonna go ahead and hit the gym. Well, I'm gonna let this digest and then hit the gym. So I will see you all when we are at the gym. Alright, so I am going to go over this workout through this microphone here because I want to talk about my leg days, what I'm doing, how I'm working out, how I warm up, all that good stuff. So I kind of just go over it as the video progresses here. But here you can see me warming up. As you can see, I just have 35s on each, or 45s on each side, sorry, 135 total for warm-up sets of about 1 to 12 reps here. I do about 2 to 3 of these. I start off with the bar and then I move on to the 45s, and as you can see, the first couple of sets were slow, just kind of get the knees kind of used to it, and then I just start speeding it up a little bit. Again, this is my second set here of 135, about 10 to 12, sometimes 15 reps, depending on how I feel, just really getting the legs warmed up. And then as you can see here, I throw on the 45 pound, another 45 pound plate. This is my acclimating set here. This is just kind of getting my body acclimated to the heavier sets that are about to come up. So here's 225. I do about 3 sets here just again to acclimate myself. I'll do another acclimation set and then I'll move on to my first working set, which I believe is coming up now. So here you'll see me do my first working set. Now, here's what's different about today's workout compared to other leg workouts that I do. I'm implementing something new where I am now doing a progressive overload day and a volume day for legs. I usually always just do volume twice a week for legs, but I'm implementing something new, not because I've started cutting and I'm doing this because I'm switching up the way I work out because I started cutting. No, I never recommend you to switch up the way you work out just because you're transitioning over to a cut. All right, whatever you were doing, you were bulking, keep doing that when you're cutting. All right, train hard, train intense, do not change anything. But this is my progressive overload day, and so my first working set here is going to be 265, but I want to hit about 6 to 8 reps. So here's my second working set, and I do about 3 of these for my progressive overload days. So here's another 6 to 8 rep set at 265. As you can see, the bar speed is pretty fast. Now I never actually considered myself very strong at squat. I believe my overall PR all time was 385 pounds, and then after that I kind of just always did back off sets. So again, this is 265. Now the reason why I want to go over this specific workout here and why, although the weight isn't way too heavy for a progressive overload day, is because the left side of my left quad has been really bothering me. I believe it's called the IT band. So my left IT band has been kind of bugging me for a while now, and so I don't want to go way too heavy. However, 265 is still pretty challenging for me, as you can see. So although my left IT band has been bothering me, I've still been finding a way to get my workouts in and pushing through all the leg days, because there are some workouts that don't really bother it. The squat is one of the ones that bother it, so I always usually just do hack squat instead, but this workout right here specifically, the leg extension, doesn't bother it at all, and I'm really able to push some really heavy weight. I believe here I'm doing about 215 pounds, 220 pounds for the progressive overload leg extension day. Now these I don't really believe at going 6 to 8 reps, so I'm actually doing here 10 to 12 reps, and if I'm feeling really good, I'll do 15 reps. On my higher volume days, for squat, I'll hit 8 to 10 reps, slow and controlled reps. And for these leg extensions, I'll do anywhere between 15 to 20 reps, slow and controlled, really squeezing at the top. But because this is a progressive overload day, the reps are still pretty controlled, but they're just a lot heavier. So here I'm probably doing around 220 pounds, 225 pounds, and I'm going for 15 reps actually on this second set, because I'm only doing 2 sets of progressive overload leg extensions. Because you're 30% stronger with the eccentric, I always tend to make the eccentric longer no matter what. So here are the seated leg curls, again progressive overload. So I'm aiming for anywhere between 10 to 12 reps here, really again trying to get the squeeze. But if this was a high volume day, I'd squeeze for about 1 to 2 seconds, as opposed to here there's not much of a squeeze. There's still a kind of a slow controlled eccentric here, but not as much, again because it is a lot heavier weight than what I'm used to. If this was a high volume day, this would have been a little lower weight, way more controlled going down and way more controlled going back up on the eccentric there, and definitely a longer hold at the top, or I should say at the bottom here, not really sure. But like I said, going for about 10 to 12 reps, pretty challenging here. As you can see, my hamstring really doing some work there, but yeah, there's that. And then as we transition over, as I'm finishing up this set here, I move over to some lunges. Now this is double dip lunges. Now the reason why I'm doing double dip lunges is because really just the turf that I'm doing them on here, it's actually really short. Where the camera is placed here, that's kind of where the turf already ends. So really there's not a whole lot of space for me to just do single lunges, 10 up and 10 back. Really I only have enough room to do like 5 up and 5 back, so I'm doing doubles. That way I'm able to do 20 overall reps. So here I am with the power of editing, just coming right back. That actually took a little bit longer than that, but again, I edited myself back. But yeah, I did about 2 sets of these walking lunges. Again, progressive overload, a lot heavier than what I'm used to here, but less sets, just heavier weight. And as you can see, I'm struggling here on the last couple. Well, not struggling, but they are definitely getting harder. And as you can see, I'm also kind of like, wait a minute, I'm already done. What the hell am I doing? Because I'm just like gassed already at this point. I'm taxed, look at that. I'm just like, oof, walk it off, walk it off. Anyways, as we transition over here, this is the last clip of the workout that I'm going to show here, but this is the hip abduction in. I do 2 of these heavy, so I go for 10 reps and still try to have a little controlled eccentric there. I also do the hip abduction out on this here workout day, but because again, like I said, that left IT band on my left leg has been bothering me. I kept that one high volume, so I kind of just did a lot lighter weight and I went for 20 reps instead of these 10 heavy reps, slow and controlled. Didn't want to bother too much. And then here, one of the members at the gym is kind of talking to me, asking me what this equipment does here. And as you can see, I get super excited talking about this kind of stuff. Anything nutrition and diet and training, I get really excited talking about because it's just something I'm very passionate about. But so that is my workout. Like I said, I'm trying something different here, and it's not because I'm going from a bulk to a cut. I usually do not change the way I work out when I go from a bulk to a cut. Honestly, this is just kind of bad timing on implementing this one time. I'm trying it out, like I said, these progressive overload days and these high volume days. So what you saw there was a progressive overload leg day. My higher intensity leg days, I'm doing a lot more volume. So for squats, instead of squats, I'll actually do hack squats, and I'll do 4 sets of anywhere between 10 to 15 reps or 12 to 15 reps. Those would be my sets for hack squats. Just really intense sets, slow and controlled reps. Nice challenging weight there. I'll go from the hack squat to the leg press and do another 4 sets of about 12 to 15 reps there. Then I'll jump to the leg extensions and then the seated leg curls, and again right there, I'll do less weight than what you're seeing here in this last clip, and do a lot more higher volume controlled reps. And with all these, I'm squeezing the muscle a lot more. But again, on these progressive overload days, I want to go higher on the weight, lower on the reps, to see if I can really hold on to the strength throughout this cut. And I'm trying it out. Like I said, I do not recommend you to change the way you work out when you go from a bulk to a cut. But until then, keep killing it, keep the intensity high, keep working hard. All right, with all that said, today is now Wednesday, February 3rd. I am now officially down about, overall, this morning I weighed in at 198.4 pounds, which is an all-time low for this prep. That is now down about a little over 1.5 pounds, which is great 3 weeks in. My last check-ins with my coach was yesterday, and my carbs finally dropped under 400, all right? My current macros as of today, February 3rd, are now 370 carb, 255 protein, and 59 fat. So the calories are definitely dropping. This is where the change really starts to happen. Okay, we are about 17 weeks out. The change is really going to start ramping up here, and I will keep you all updated with that in future videos. Like I said, as of now, not a lot has changed within my physique, but I am slowly noticing some deeper cuts, the abs coming back in. It's exciting because every day I'm just starting to see different cuts, and yeah, I will update you with my physique on the next video. I will also be talking about who my coach is, why I chose him, how excited and pumped I am to have him, and I'll also be discussing the show that I will be doing, why I chose it, the date, all of that good stuff. So in the next video, I will talk about all that stuff. So thank you for watching this here video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something, and if you did, make sure to drop a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new here, and thank you all for the support. I super appreciate it, and I will see you in the next video. Until then, you already know what it is. Let's get active.